You don't need to be better looking, you don't need to fake confidence, and you most certainly don't need any manipulation tricks and tactics to become magnetic. If you've ever wondered why, when some people walk into a room, we sit up and take notice because there's something just so magical and magnetic about them, today I'm going to break down the neuroscience behind why this happens and how this is so totally possible for you too. Hello friend, if you're new to this channel, my name is Ramya, and on this channel we talk about all the ways in which you can become your most authentic, most aligned self so that you can live out your unique genius on this planet. If you're here because you want to know how to become more magnetic, I'm here to tell you that it's totally accessible to you. It's simple neuroscience that when you understand this, it just becomes so much easier to have that magnetic aura without even trying. Okay, so the number one point that I want to tell you is authenticity is the most magnetic and attractive trait. The Spain scale of emotions, they conducted a test to find out which is the highest vibration emotion. And most people thought it was love, right? I thought it was love too. But turns out that the highest vibration emotion is not love, but is authenticity. When we're being authentic, which means when our thoughts, our words, our feelings, and everything that we want to convey is in congruence with each other, that's when we emit the highest, most magnetic vibration that attracts and draws people to us. This is because the nervous system feels the safest when we feel safe to be ourselves completely. We're living in a world where authenticity is the most rare trait you can find because everyone's busy telling us to be some way or do something that is not in alignment with our true desires. So the nervous system is always on high alert when we are in a crowd because we are always trying to see like what is being accepted, how we're being validated, if what we're saying is being received well or not. So when the nervous system sees that what you think and what you say are two different things, what you think and the way you portray yourself are completely different from each other, what it understands is that it's not safe to be ourselves. So as soon as it detects that there is this danger in being yourself, it alerts the amygdala of the brain. The amygdala is the center which is responsible for fight or flight. Right? So when the amygdala is alerted, it perceives this as a threat, and what it does is it increases your heart rate and like your body tightens up, you see that you're not able to smile freely, and all of this is happening subconsciously at a very subtle layer. Right? However, when we're doing this, the other person in front of us can also perceive it with their subconscious minds. So although it's not you think you're being confident, you think you're portraying confidence, the other person picks this up as some sort of an inauthenticity and they feel a little bit uncomfortable around you. And okay, so this is another very important part about magnetism, right? This is very important because we need to understand that what makes people magnetic is the way they make another person feel. For example, now if you are in my aura and I'm being very jittery and I'm being very uncomfortable and unsure of what I'm saying and I'm trying to tell you the right things because I want to get your approval, you're going to like notice it immediately and you're going to be kind of repelled by me. You're not going to trust me. You're going to be like, okay, she's giving me the ick. Right? And at the same time, when I'm being super authentic, even if you're not agreeing with what I'm saying, if I'm so unabashedly myself, there is something so beautiful and magnetic about it because it gives you permission to also be that way, because authenticity is the most desired trait. Everyone wants to be authentic. Everyone wants to be accepted for who they are. So when they see that another person is showing them that they can be that, it makes them feel a certain way, which makes them drawn to you. So magnetic people are not just magnetic by their own, like by their own charm and their own charisma, but they also make the people around them feel a certain way about them. It's either a trait that is desirable. So either I look at you and I find you magnetic because you have something in you which I desire, which is in this case authenticity, or you are giving me safety, you're giving me like this really safe aura which makes me feel comfortable and doesn't put my system, my brain into fight or flight and high alert, right? So when you're being authentic, your nervous system is calm because your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, and the way you're portraying yourself, they're all congruent with each other, and the nervous system sees that it's safe to be yourself. And when this happens, it does not alert the amygdala, and in fact, the other part of the brain, which is the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for creative thinking, for strategy, for problem solving, that comes alive, and you start also becoming more of a leader, more of a strategic thinker, more of a creative person, which in turn again makes you more magnetic. Okay, so the simple way to become more magnetic is to just be so unabashedly yourself and not give a damn about what people are going to think. Because when you do this, it has the opposite effect. Of course, it may repel some people because they don't agree with what you're saying, but even those people will secretly admire you because they don't have what you have, which is your ability to fully accept yourself without needing anyone's approval. Another reason people feel calm and safe around people whose nervous systems are balanced is because of this concept known as mirror neurons. Okay, so all of us have mirror neurons, which are basically copycat cells that are present in all of us. And what this means is our mirror neurons look at our environment and they mirror the exact frequencies that are emitted by the environment. So if you're around somebody who makes you feel really safe, who makes you feel grounded, your mirror neuron is sort of mimicking that, and you in turn also feel safe and grounded. So you feel drawn to such people who make you feel that way. Now, how do you make your nervous system calm and grounded? Even if you're a people pleaser, even if you're not used to speaking your mind, there are certain things you can do to make your nervous system more calm, to make yourself feel more grounded, to tell yourself that you're safe. And this is one is breath work. Okay, so take a deep inhale for 4 counts, hold it for 4 counts, exhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, and then again inhale for 4 counts. This is known as box breathing. So when you do this, it calms the nervous system down. Another thing you can do is inhale for 6 counts, hold for 7 counts, and exhale for 8 counts. This is the 6, 7, 8 method, and this again tells your body that it's safe, it's calm. Why? Because when you're in danger, you see that your breath becomes more rapid, you start breathing more heavily. So when you're taking your own sweet time to inhale and hold and exhale, it tells the nervous system that there is no danger, I'm safe, I can just go about my day, I can be myself. Okay, so anytime you're in an environment that feels threatening, where you feel anxious, just do this breath work before you enter the room, and you'll see that you'll become more grounded, more calm, and immediately more centered. Okay, that's one thing you can do. The second thing you can do is practice radical self-honesty. What this means is that there are so many times that we lie to ourselves about the way we feel because it makes us feel better. So at any given point, if you feel there's some discord between your emotions and what you're telling yourself, just stop and ask, how am I really feeling about this? How do I feel about this relationship? How do I feel about this conversation? How do I feel about the way I was treated just now? And just be so radically honest with yourself, and that is the first step to even accepting what you're feeling, right? And then the second part of this is try being authentic in smaller areas if you're not used to voicing your opinions. So maybe it could be that you want to eat a certain kind of food in a restaurant and you're not just agreeing with what the majority wants, you're actually saying this is what I feel like eating today. Or it could be something like a dress that you want to wear, or like some piece of clothing that you want to wear that you really like, but it's not being approved by a family member. You're still going ahead and wearing it. So it can be accepting like smaller things that you really feel, so that you're telling yourself that what I want is valid too, and it's as valid as the next person. Okay, so these are 2 really small exercises that you can do. Now we'll move on to the next point, which is heart coherence. In our bodies, every single cell has tiny particles known as ions, and these ions move around and create an electric charge. Now imagine our body has trillions of cells, and each cell has ions moving around. So our body and our entire cellular system creates an electromagnetic field caused by these moving ions. Okay, so now this is known as our biofield, and our aura, our electromagnetic field. It's known by multiple names. And our biofield is responsible for the energy that we give out to the world. The world perceives us through our biofield more than our words, more than our actions, more than our anything that we do consciously. Now, the interesting part is that the HeartMath Institute has found that the heart is the strongest electromagnetic field generator. So what this means is that when the heart is the strongest electromagnetic generator, and our heartbeat is normal, and when we are breathing steadily, and when our heart feels that it's safe, it's emitting this frequency of safety into our electromagnetic field, which is so much stronger than any other cell in our body, right? So what happens is when we focus on our hearts and we generate emotions of love, compassion, gratitude, acceptance, appreciation, safety, all of this makes a huge difference on our biofield. And when other people come in contact with that biofield, when other people are in our aura, it expands to about 3 feet, our entire radius. When they come in contact with our aura, they also feel a certain way. Again, this goes back to the nervous system resonance that we spoke about in point number 1. So again, the heart, so another way to really bring in that authenticity and bring in that magnetism is by tuning into your heart and generating feelings that help the heart emit frequencies that help it become in coherence. Coherence basically means that your body, your mind, your heart, they're all in the same frequency. They are all vibrating together. A coherent signal looks something like this, and when your body is emitting this coherent signal, your biofield is so strong and it's so attractive that people can't help but be drawn to you. Even when your heart is incoherent, which means it's giving a signal of like threat or danger, you're still emitting a biofield, but that's just not attractive. You're repelling people by emitting an incoherent biofield because people feel uncomfortable and threatened around you. Have you ever noticed how some people just glow from within? There's something about them that you literally tell them, oh my god, you're glowing, what have you done? Okay, so turns out that there is a reason for this as well. So our body emits something known as biophotons. So every cell emits something known as biophotons. So these are tiny particles of light that's emitted by every cell, which is not visible to the naked eye, but you can still perceive it. So when you're coherent, your biophotons are all shining the brightest they can, which is why when people are authentic, when people are happy and people are joyous and grateful and are grounded and calm, you see that there's some sort of a glow emitting from them. This is because of their biophotons. Right? So isn't that amazing that all of us have biophotons, which we can increase their intensity, we can make them shine brighter by just being joyful, by being safe in our bodies, by telling our nervous systems that it's safe. And the best way to do this is, of course, by authenticity. But if you're going to take some time to get there, you can do a lot of nervous system grounding practices, which will also get you there. So people are not attracted to your words or how you look or how you carry yourself. They are attracted to your energy. There is something that is so attractive about somebody who is unavailable. You can't mess with them because they're not looking for your approval. They're not looking for validation. They're not looking for you to tell them they're okay. And there's so much power in that you can't help but be drawn to such people. And even whatever they say, even if it's wrong, the way they say it with confidence because they believe it themselves, even if you believe something else, your mind might actually open to believing their point of view, and that is totally accessible to you too by just being authentic, by being yourself. And if you are having trouble in finding what your authentic voice looks like, I've made a workbook for you. You can find it below in the show notes, completely free. I've put in some very powerful exercises in there. They're not surface level, and if you work through them, I guarantee you'll walk out knowing yourself a lot better than what you know right now. And even if you think that you know yourself really well, download that workbook, go through the exercises, and I'm sure you'll find and discover something new about yourself. Okay, so remember that being magnetic is not something that's accessible only to some people. It's totally accessible to you too. Authenticity is your real energy amplifier. When you show up with your internal world matching the way you portray yourself, your aura is so attractive because there is no friction between who you really are and how you portray yourself. Authenticity builds instant trust, and when you trust someone, they become magnetic automatically. You end up manifesting faster when you're authentic because there is no resistance in the way you feel and your thoughts and the things that you want. So the field can bring it to you sooner. And this is the best part. Even if you're an introvert, even if you're not the loudest person in the room, even if you're not the most charismatic person in the room, when you're being unapologetically yourself, people lean in. So let me know your comments in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet, and download the free workbook. I promise you it's super powerful and you're going to love it. So go ahead and do that, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.